The pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go here on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Smallwood. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz now on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Rodgers. He's got the rookie, Amara Darboh, complete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Bola in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
319.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Now Gordon on first down. Room here to run. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just second and short coming up.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. They'll run it with Lacey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They run the counter. Smallwood. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Going right back to Smallwood. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? Like Garrett Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run again with Blunt. Oh, good move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
And for the 4th time tonight, they're going to take him down, and this time it gets him a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Wentz now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On third down, Procise. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Smallwood. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, a run with Smallwood. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Quick hitch, complete. It's Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They give to Smallwood. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a give running right at Smallwood. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Smallwood gets the give running left. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
630. Over. You reset. Hey, easy. Zoom.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Max Bola in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Smallwood running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And off comes to Smallwood, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now blown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And once again, they go with Sproles. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Going with Smallwood running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third and goal. Here's Smallwood on third and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Max Bola, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw, Rodgers. It's complete to Lockett. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fresh set of downs here. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On the handoff, this is Procise. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could wind up